Welcome back to DangIT Plays Pokemon Moon Nuzlocke.
Bye.
That completely threw me off. Wow.
Well, anyway, now that I finished my thought from the end of the last video, I guess we're moving on to this one. Has that transience for you? Anyway.
That was very surprising. Ever just like just gone through your daily routine and all of a sudden like someone trips you over, like literally, and then you have to take a second to just like analyze what just happened.
You're just wondering, hey, what are you doing in my bathroom? And then you realize that you're soaking wet from your shower in a towel, and they're also soaking wet from a shower in a towel. And then you realize that they've actually just been there the entire time.
It's like, I've always been there. Yeah, all the time.
And then you kind of wonder, that's actually pretty cool of you not to trip me in the shower, where I could have just like fallen flat on this faucet and like split my nose open.
And they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, no problem, dude. And you just accept that this person is following you around everywhere, potentially tripping you up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's the premise for this movie that I'm working on.
Oh, really?
It's called "A Guy Who Follows You Everywhere and Trips You Up, but Not in the Shower because he's not a dick."
More like target acquired. Excuse me, sir. Could you spare?
No, we're better than that.
Yeah,
we're better than that now.
Okay, so just like a good couple minutes ago, we came back from from this pho place nearby, and actually have a fortune cookie from there, which I was hoping.
Oh boy, we're doing an unboxing video again.
It always comes in some kind of different shape or size, so I'm gonna see what we have right here. Let's see if this is good. All right, here we go. Your courage will reap rewards for you. That's it. Well, back to
you should go for the girl.
Should go for the girl. We were actually talking about like dating at the pho shop.
A throwback to your like very first podcast.
Yeah, like that's episode 2. Yeah. Okay, I'll eat this. I'll eat the fortune cookie like when we finish this.
Now just go ahead and eat it right in the mic. It'll be an ASMR video. It's an ASMR video now.
ASMR. Now I'll save people that particular delightment. Right now I'm just training up the last 2 parties on our team, which is like Bouncy and Sharkbait.
Yeah, we're calling this episode Sharkbait Evolves. Hoo ha ha.
Oh yeah? I think it's at level 15 now, so...
Oh, it's 5 more.
It's 5 more.
You got it.
That's not too bad, like we're fighting level 20-ish Pokemon, so... So Gabe, if you can just like one-shot every single one, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. This Baruda's 27. Wow, 27. Well, then again, like we were close to 30.
Yeah. Never mind. We're calling this video just grinding. So
this
this
is
just
straight grinding.
This is the perfect time for like if you're working on a paper or just cleaning your room or something.
Just have this on the background and we'll talk about dating advice.
Yeah. Well, welcome to DangIT Podcast episode 6969,
called grinding, aka advice, dating advice.
No, let's not think about that title actually for a second.
Why not? 16. There we go.
Yeah. It's a topic that probably wouldn't be able to be filled within the 20 minutes, so we've allotted ourselves for this video.
Right.
It's an interesting world. Simultaneously just kind of being reactionary and being spontaneous. Not necessarily to keep things fresh, but that's just kind of how you have to work with emotions like that, I think. Not that I'm an expert on emotions. In fact, I don't know the first thing about them.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I am a robot.
I'm a robot. Sorry to bring it to you guys.
Sorry, spoiler alert. I try not to be a robot.
Wait, Magic Leaf is a... Ooh. Well, actually...
Oh, it's, Magic Leaf is also special.
It's special base.
I mean, it's still at this stage has decent special attack. It's not horrible.
Let's go with
And like I feel like well, as far as I remember, the NPCs in this game don't really run a whole lot of sand attack and double team. So Sweet Scent isn't.
Yeah.
as-
The only incentive of incentive of having Sweet Scent is to like lure new Pokemon, which doesn't seem to be the case in this game.
Yeah.
So we'll get rid of Sweet Scent.
Yeah, sorry, people who know this game literally inside and out who think we made a stupid decision.
Hold on.
That's your opinion is disregarded.
Bully wants to learn Payback, but that's not you, Bully. You're totally Pursuit's a little bit different, but
Yeah.
you're pretty chill. You don't need this, or do we? Nah, no, we're good.
Just go ahead and get rid of Pursuit.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's forget a move. I was just thinking, just in case if we need to like... Well, but then again, that's really only effective in certain situations during like actual battles, not in the in-game stuff, because a lot of people don't even...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now that I think about it, most moves in this game are, to some extent, circumstantial and conditional. It's just some are more than others. Colossal priority attacks. Some of you just kind of end up getting more use out of. Kind of like the entire rest-sleep dot combo, but
Yeah.
which isn't quite as overpowered as it was in Gen 2. But still.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I seriously would love to do a Pokemon Stadium 2 playthrough. at some
Stadium
point.
2. Do we have that?
I do, yeah.
Wow, we can. It's very much so possible.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just skip through the actual stadium part. It would probably just be Gym Leader Castle and maybe some mini games.
Okay. I don't really know too many features in that game actually. I just kind of went through the castle thing. And I figured that was like just the main course, if you will.
Yeah. I always thought that was the stadiums. I remember I feel like my reset button is just broken from playing the Challenge Cup in Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2. Because for those of you too young to remember Pokemon Stadium, or for those who just haven't played it, the Challenge Cup is a cup where normally you would get to pick either from a rental set of Pokemon, or you would import Pokemon from your GBC games. But in Challenge Cup, you start with a random set of 6 Pokemon. I don't think their moves are randomized. Like, if you get a Chansey in a Stadium Cup bout, it has the same moves every time you reset it and get a Chansey. But some Pokemon are just kind of objectively more useful than others. So it's a matter of resetting until you get a team that's useful, or a team that's to an extent balanced. Because I'm not sure if it was programmed to produce a type balanced team every time. It's been a long while since I last played Pokemon Stadium 2, so for those of you who know that game inside and out, I'm sorry I'm not an expert on literally every game we play.
It's okay. I feel like it's much better to have someone with not so much experience actually playing a game for the first time. I think that is, especially like if you like do live streams of it, I think that
It's
really
half the fun.
It's half the fun, really.
Get more reactions out of it.
Yeah. But in any case, I didn't want to deal with like Gabe hitting himself with confusion, even though that might happen here. Which should I go? Psyshock or... I think Psyshock would be...
So, Comfy, I think, is an unexpectedly interesting Pokemon. Because I remember seeing the concept for it, I'm like, wow, that looks stupid.
This looks stupid.
It's just kind of a gimmicky Pokemon. But it has... one of its abilities is interesting. It's called Triage. And it grants priority to recovery moves.
By 3 times, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think it also has insanely high special defense. So, the way I kind of see it is kind of like Chansey, except its special defense and HP are switched around.
Yeah, okay.
I don't really agree with the way its stats are spread, because it has some sort of viability in special attack and attack, but it's really nothing compared to other Pokemon in the meta. So I feel like they might as well just have focused more on its defensive bases and its HP base, but I think it's still an interesting Pokemon.
Yeah.
It almost makes me want to return to competitive play, which is a world I've left far behind.
That's gonna be quite the undertaking.
Yeah,
Especially nowadays, where like you have like mega evolutions and like Z moves to like consider.
Yeah.
In addition to like the new roster of Pokemon.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of focus on my degree for now.
I'm still trying to work on catching up on other games, so I don't think I have the time.
Yeah.
Hashtag sorry not sorry.
Oh, speaking of games, so it's basically the New Year's, or it's the first time we've done a Let's Play session since the New Year's.
Right.
So, if you had to pick a best game and a worst game from 2016, what would they be?
Fire Emblem Fates and Fire Emblem Fates.
Wow, no, that sums it up perfectly.
I love just like how it's set up for Pinsir. Oh man, we were talking about Pinsir.
How it could just wreck Kartana
with a nice quick attack.
Yeah. Or an aerial ace.
Yeah. But yeah, like I really do like Fire Emblem Fates for like the combat and stuff, and how they really like broke down the whole like pair up system where it's not just a super broken oh, you're paired up, which means you can pretty much take on everything. It's like, no, you want to like separate your units for dual striking and keep them together if you want to like in defense.
Yeah.
But the problem is that like, I don't know, there's something about the game. Maybe it's like because of the fact that there's so much replay value into it, and how like it focuses a lot on, you know, marriage stuff that kind of irks me quite a bit.
Yeah.
No, I've not played. I would say I haven't played a lot of games in 2016, to be honest, and so I can't really say it being the worst game when there might be something else that was maybe just as bad. Like, for example, maybe, I don't know if it came out this year, but Sword Art Online Lost Song.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's like really bad.
I've been considering buying it for so long because I'm just so curious.
Yeah, especially Hollow Realization, because I think that's like the closest to like an oh shoot, what's the genre called again?
Is it like
MMO?
Oh, okay.
As close to an MMO as possible. My one gripe about the Sword Art Online game series is the fact that you have no choice but to play as Kirito. Like, they'll give you all these options to like decorate and create your own character.
But you gotta play as Kirito.
But when it comes to interacting with the main cast, you are Kirito, no matter what you are.
Why?
It sucks. Especially when there's a different there's this different avenue they could have taken, like maybe be your own character in the same world as them, join the same guild as them, maybe interact with, have side missions with them, but never become them. Or maybe even do your own thing if you want. Like, I feel like there's so many options, but they choose to stick it to like the main cast because that's what, you know, what sells.
That's just why the interesting part of Sword Art Online wasn't the characters. I mean, they were kind of initially, or back when the series was like the first few episodes were basically vignettes of, you know, just segmented episodes of Kirito's life. But the relationships between some of the characters were just the most uninteresting part. Why not make a game that explores the actual game concept of the anime? But no, why would we do that?
I think maybe Lock Horizon does a better job of that. I don't know for sure. I'd have to watch it myself.
Yeah.
I think they're coming out with a new season, or maybe they already did. They probably already did.
Yeah. Expanding on your Fire Emblem point a little bit more. It's more or less how I feel about it. I feel like the gameplay, for the most part, is a huge step up from Awakening. The big thing of Awakening was that the pair-up system for a tactical RPG was never really a tactical decision. It was something that where the benefits of doing it objectively outweighed the harms of doing it every time. Whereas in Fate, it's a bit more of a tactical decision because paired-up units aren't really a super unit anymore. It's really just kind of an offense-defense trade-off.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. The one drawback, I think, to the way Fates designed that game mechanic was that it encouraged turtling and tight strategies.
Yeah.
It didn't really allow for units to kind of spread out a little bit. I mean, pairing up allowed for kind of defensive spreading strategies if you needed to defend a point, or if you were doing a gradual advance towards an objective. but for the most part, it kind of limited the amount of strategies that you could employ that could work without being incredibly frustrating. But the story in Fates was
That's so great.
disappointing.
And you know what? Like, some of the maps, like, especially when you play Revelations, aren't that interesting.
Like Mr. Fuga's wild wind tunnel ride.
I hate that with absolute passion, especially when you're playing Conquest. Sure, it makes...
God, so bad in Conquest.
Whew. In Conquest, you really learn how to be patient.
Yeah. I mean, I love it and I hate it. For those of you who haven't played Fates, Mr. Fuga's Wild Ride is it's this map where there are wind tunnels that go in all directions of the map intermittently, and if your character is caught in a wind tunnel, it moves it
to a certain number of units, like 5 spaces away, unless it's like in a empty space in which they go to the nearest platform, which will most likely be filled with enemies.
Yeah. Some people kind of defend that because it requires a lot of patient, strategic thought going into it and requires an awful lot of planning. But at the same time, I think it encourages more trial and error because the pattern that the wind tunnels appear in the map isn't random. There's a pattern to it. So if you just go in, win, lose enough times, you'll eventually recognize the pattern and just build a strategy around that.
Yeah.
I think that's more arbitrary than anything. So I'm more on the side of that map just not being well designed.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of just a few rare instances, especially in Conquest, where the maps weren't really that good. Birthright, the maps were just kind of boring. They were very generic. They didn't really require a whole lot of thought to complete them, even in Lunatic mode. Revelations, they were just bad.
Yeah.
Revelations was just a bad game in general.
I feel like, unless, like, there's definitely exceptions for certain games, but games that, that kind of require you to die a good number of times to get it. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's, like, exceptions, but if it's required... just because like it's that difficult to understand, I feel like that's not really good game designing.
Yeah,
I
think so too.
I feel like the player needs to be encouraged to think a little bit more, try to figure things out. Like I guess like in Fire Emblem, for example, sure you can do a soft reset, but if you can like go through it in the first go, I feel like that's much more rewarding.
People who are very contentious in the comment section are going to break up Dark Souls. And it's just kind of the harsh difficulty of that game. I think that game is slightly different in that it recognizes that it wants to be a difficult game and it understands its identity and identification in that aspect. And I feel like in Dark Souls, especially if you're going into it, you do kind of have to die a couple times to kind of get used to everything.
Yeah.
But it's not like as you advance in the game, it's a constant struggle of dying until you recognize a pattern. But more in the beginning, it's you kind of
getting a feel for everything.
Yeah, dying and learning, but it never feels frustrating because the penalties for dying early on aren't that great as opposed to dying later on. Mm-hmm. So it kind of gives you a chance to get a feel for how difficult the game is and what that game is going to be for the remainder, which I think is fair and is a kind of good way to compromise the harms of pursuing a difficult game, as well as the potential benefits of going through with that kind of design.
By the way, I'm totally down to do like Dark Souls. I'm just missing Dark Souls 2. I got I'm pretty sure I told it before, but I think it was Black Friday that Bandai Namco had their sale, and just so happened that the day one special for Dark Souls 3 was out, which included a special code for Dark Souls 1. And I looked up on Xbox Live, and they just so happened to have Dark Souls 2 there too. So I'm not sure if I probably would like to play it on the channel, but I feel like, and this is something I've been still struggling with, was the idea of playing games on my own time versus playing it on the channel for the first time. Because, like, for example, Final Fantasy 15, I was like, I really wanted to play it, but I also knew that I shouldn't go too far into the story, which is okay because there's a lot of
experience on your own,
right? Yeah. But thankfully there was a lot of side missions. But when it comes to something like maybe Dark Souls, I mean, the only thing you would do off camera if you wanted to progress alongside like a chat or something like that would be just level grinding, really.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure that out. Like, should we play games that we've already played before, just so like there's more room for commentary for other things other than the game, instead of just like the first time like reaction to it.
Yeah. I don't know. 'Cause I feel like with these Let's Plays, especially the style we do them in, we try not to be very detailed. I think it would behoove us to go and play games that we've never played before, because it keeps reactions fresh. And it kind of it allows us to get a feel for the game before we can kind of fully immerse ourselves in it when we want to play it by ourselves.
Yeah.
And kind of explore a bit more deeply.
Okay. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, for now, we'll just keep it as is. Like, it's not much of a hindrance to me right now to do it.
No, with the exception of Pokemon Stadium 2. I've played that many times.
I don't know, there's definitely certain games that you've played before that can still be relevant and still be entertaining.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea of like sports games and stuff like that, like Rocket League. Once you play the game once, you pretty much know how to, play it.
Yeah, it's stock cars.
Yeah.
Bam.
So, but that's also weird. Like, what would the commentary comprise of in that particular situation?
It'd be like soccer commentary, where we'd have to adopt like over-the-top Scottish and like Northern English accents.
Wow.
And learn as many obscure colloquialisms and idioms as possible.
Yeah. I don't think that really quite works with us. We definitely need to find like games that we feel comfortable like with commentary, or things that we particularly enjoy.
Yeah.
Not something that we dislike.
So I gotta do Fire Emblem.
Fried Emblems. We can do it. We have kind of a setup.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I've also got Path of Radiance.
Oh shoot, I never. Yeah, all right.
I never played Path of Radiance?
No, I never.
I'll have to do that sometime.
Okay.
And then I can actually justify putting down like the $150 to buy a copy of Radiant Dawn.
Okay, there was something really weird seeing that animation of rap.
Yeah, coming from that Snapchat filter.
Yeah. That's the perfect description of it, yeah. Snapchat filter.
Thanks, Alfred, for letting me steal that joke. You didn't let me, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Alfred, that's a YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
Mainly popular for
Smash Bros.
The Smash Bros. Like montages. I like those.
Yeah,
they're fun.
But he's really stepped up his game.
Seriously?
This past year.
Oh, really?
The variety of his content's kind of expanded.
Oh, what's he doing now?
Well, not Let's Plays, but he does like these mini series of games that he plays. He did a Sonic Adventure 2 series. It's 3 episodes long, and it's just the hero side, dark side, and the last story.
Huh.
So it's just like a highlight and him doing commentary over it.
Oh, so it is kind of like highlights.
Yeah, so I think it's a really interesting style of kind of doing a Let's Play. It allows just for really quick viewing, someone who doesn't want to get invested in an entire series, but still kind of want to see someone's reaction to the game.
Okay.
I think it's not something that we should just try and steal and adopt.
But I was about to say, like, that'd be interesting, because I know that like there is definitely an investment when we do like these series.
Yeah.
And there are definitely people who will stick around, but a lot of people do not for the long run. Like, first episode will get like the most views.
Yeah.
And then like it slowly declines.
Yeah.
Which I'm not like opposed to. That's just like the natural way of things. But I feel like if we want to keep like a consistent like viewership, then we have to always like stay consistent with each episode. As far as entertainment value.
Yeah. Wow, we really have been grinding for the past 20 minutes.
I know, right? It's been very natural. I think we're onto something here.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed 20 minutes of grinding. If you're not asleep,
and not
good for you. If you're asleep, oi, wake up!
You sleep inside that PS3 that's not working for Steven? Hey!
Get out of there!
Good God. I apologize.
The only thing about this is that like it's so hard to find a natural stopping point.
Yeah, I was saying like when
we go to a Pokemon Center.
Also when which will probably be soon, when get that Magikarp to evolve.
Yeah, this episode is supposed to be called
grinding.
Fuck it.
Grinding / dating advice.
Yep. Anyway, that's why you should never date anybody. stay at home, live in your own mind, and just live in self-inflicted torment for the rest of your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, let's do that. Sounds good.
Speaking of like living,
Wow, that's a natural segue.
You were talking about I don't know if you really want to go into it in detail, but like living in a different, like living into an apartment or moving to an apartment.
Oh yeah, JVIT is official.
JVIT's official. I'd really be interested in like living like by myself, not like technically by myself. I'd be with David, but like moving out from the parents' house, just so productivity for filming would be good.
It's time for these filthy millennials to finally leave the nest. They've been mooching now for 22 years.
Although it's economically, it's a smart decision to stay home with the family.
Yeah, there is a reason that the U.S. is one of the few countries in the world where it's weird for kids to leave their parents' house immediately after college, or even immediately after high school. Mm-hmm. But that's just one of those filthy communist European things.
You're filthy. We're getting close to Shark Creek from evolving, like very close.
Who's evolving? Oh, it's another Orang. I've never ran into an Oranguru in the wild in my playthrough.
Yeah, they take a while. Or is it a version exclusive?
It's Oranguru is a moon exclusive, and the other one, the one with like the melon helmet and the ball,
right?
That one's a Sonic exclusive.
Okay, you can definitely take a hit.
Yeah, I mean look at all that bulk.
That side shot or whatever, like attack, Psycho, that had a really interesting sound effect that's reminiscent to like.
It sounds like an attack sound effect from Gen 2.
Right. Close to like maybe like Surf. Almost.
Oh yeah, that sound just appears so vividly in my mind.
Bouncy's 25.
Oh, well, now I gotta look up a sound file after that.
I'd love the Hyper Beam sound effect. It sounds like it's annihilating something. I'm glad they brought it back in Gen 6 and onwards.
Yeah.
Let's see. Should we have Bouncy learn Teeter Dance? I think that'd actually be quite effective.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, get rid of that. I mean,
I'm thinking Quiver Dance.
Quiver Dance. Oh, right. Yeah, that one. Teeter Dance is just like the confused. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Oh boy, is it happening?
And press B. Shark bait. It's your turn to become. So anyway, yeah, we're about to see this evolution unravel. Why was that so perfectly timed?
Planned it like that, baby.
You'll become a professional amateur by just sitting around.
They're all like so mighty and majestic.
It really does look like that.
Sitting there next to that Gyarados and all.
There are people who swear that any place Gyarados appears is fated for destruction. That's mean.
Yeah, I'm just a lonely,
because it lives in that
dragon thing.
What? Because it lives in a specific neighborhood, you think it's already bad? Jesus, what's wrong with you?
Dang, can't trust those Gyarados. They ruin neighborhoods, moving into them and all. Who do they think they are?
Okay, I'll head to the Pokemon Center and wait. What time are we at actually?
We're at like 25 minutes, 26 minutes.
How long do we usually keep it? Like 30 minutes?
20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I think there have been some where we went like 45 minutes.
Oh, that was like... Yeah, actually, surprisingly enough, it wasn't during this trial challenge here.
Yeah, it was probably during like the very first episodes when there's just a ton of exposition they have to get through.
Yeah, you're right. So, we're gonna head to the Pokemon Center, and we still might have to do a little bit more level grinding because, like, I'm guessing... I don't remember the levels for... oh, this is the wrong place. But that's fine.
Yeah, so look forward to the next, I guess, Pokemon podcast, but we don't talk about Pokemon, we talk about Fire Emblem.
Yeah. I think we'll try to move on to a different area for level grinding, because now we're at a higher level.
Yeah.
I think we'd want to go to that Diglett cave.
Oh yeah, which is where we need to go next anyway. So.
Right.
So we could meet Olivia.
Waifu number 1.
Waifu, yeah. Waifu number 1. Waifu with the best butt.
Yeah. Waifu codenamed Thick.
She's got a nice ass. If you could type in like the geology term, nice is GNEISS.
Oh my god.
It'll make the pun visceral. Yeah.
It comes full circle.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, Bouncy's doing pretty well as far as like leveling up. It's almost close to everyone else. Well, Bully's kind of right there. Sharkbait doesn't know any water type moves, which sucks, but it will eventually. Actually, I want to see some TMs before we, I guess, call it good for this episode. So we have all these. Yeah, nothing a lot. Smart Strike. He just stabs the target with
like
a sharp.
Swift, but Steel type, and is also 70 base power.
That's not bad, actually. You know what?
I know, right?
Let's give that to Bully. Actually, I think. Wait, does Olivia do rock types?
Yeah.
All right, that's perfect.
Now we just gotta.
Oh man.
I mean, it's not like Gyarados is special. Has a good special attack? Oh, did we ever get the Scald TM?
No.
Fuck it. We don't need it. We aren't MLG Pro up in here. This is challenge mode time.
Right. So, shoot, I want to give it Smart Strike because that would help out with its normal typing.
Yeah. So whatever. It's stab normal attacks are just. Whatever, I guess. Although it's not like we have the Dark Z Crystal or the Steel Z Crystal.
I'll go with getting rid of Sleep Talk because we have a TM for that. So we can swap it out if we need to. Yeah, now we're ready. Bully's time to shine. Bouncy's time to shine. Actually, no, not Sharkbait because he's part flying.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're good then.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna save it. In the meantime, we'll call it good here. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of DangIT Plays Pokemon Moon Nuzlocke. See you guys in the next one. #bye!
#Nolan, can you eat a big floppy wiener?